shell, a glitch in their code, a way to rebel. With T2 Linux, I'll rewrite.
Welcome everyone, Trap, Schmidt, how are you doing today? Just like this we updated, okay, maybe it's a little bit, the sun is shining but not in the digital basement. Thought I can use natural light, but that looks too sus. So, just like this, fine, just got up and locked it. Amazing here, just like, we're already up, half the business day gone. I can run. So, just like this, excuse me, here look, this works. You might not see this, but hey, individual workspace, like 20 years later, only 7 AM, yes. Here, that's why we switched to beta, KDE Plasma beta, shipping beta software. Now here for this here look, even KDE, do you even see this? Hey, KDE Plasma beta things, buggy things of bug things. But can confirm it works. Here, that's all we updated. Yay! So yeah, also just like this, updating T2 never was that easy. Basically switched my Steam Deck to T2 Linux 26.6 in like 5 minutes. We have some things to do though. Including releasing this amazing stuff. So it's still lunchtime, so bubble tea everyone. I started to have my, well, what time is it even? Oh, 14. So things. I also prepared, maybe, read only, oh why, oh no, I hate this. Can someone tell AMD and stuff to fix their AM5 stuff? That's getting. So this lets you change desktops per monitor. Yes, amazing, right? It only took them 21 years to fix this. Shout out to the wipe coder. It took 21 or so years and a PHP developer wipe coding C++. It will make you happy, Trap. Someone partially wipe coded that. Yay, it only. The change is crazy. It's crazy what load that is in C++, thousands of lines of code and over dozens of files and half a dozen of packages, crazy stuff. Ryzen needs to reboot. Oops. Yep, that is. The only thing is that's the last kernel I did not, due to the way I overlay mount that here. So why is this where is that even coming from? I don't even know where this is coming from. Honestly, completely not. We have some things to do. Some last things. Yes, close this already. I just go away. I hate this NVMe disappearing. Well, Imagine's original design was a full set of monitors and they had instruction structure and multi-display support is such a mess in most OSs. Yeah, it's crazy that nobody likes it. I did not use KDE for, gosh, nearly 20 years, I guess. Kinda. Probably quite precisely 20 years. I didn't use, like maybe 18 years. The first thing I'm missing from Hyperland and Sway is like paired display, pair monitor workspace, which is priorities. Priorities at least. Also priorities. I should update the server because it here is getting old. So I worked. We need to do multiple things. No surprise. Does this work? So that's the first boot. I literally upgraded 20 minutes, like also like 10x engineer upgrades to his latest basement build Garage OS like 5 minutes before the live stream. What the heck even? It's our Jane test from the other day. So this here should have... Did not discover? I thought on this, where did I build? This morning. Yeah, discover. Oh, it's called Plasma Discover. Hey, here, look, this is the first time we start this. Here, it's loading something. Loading, it's loading. We have Discover! Quick, someone, tell Veronix, you ship beta software with Discover. Stop the presses. So that here does not... So this is only Flatpak, because we would, like, for T2 packages, we would need to add T2 support, like native T2 support to package kit or so, I believe. Discover. Nothing found. That's a little bit lame. Why is it? Ah, because it's only searching. Ah, okay. Oh, here that works. Look! Are you looking? Are you looking already? No integrate, no. Patch welcome, right? Don't ask me to, like, do. Last night from 22, I went again at midnight to bed, right? Like my life, 22 to 23 ISO meeting. To sell ISO committee members JPEG XL compression here at after work and after the live stream. I've worked for you making PDF a better place, right? Forcing JPEG XL onto the ISO PDF committee. So don't ask me to integrate more, just send patches, right? Don't know. Here's it. That does even work. It has a progress. It has a, I mean, a little bit lame that they don't have a percentage or time. Please include FlatHub things. We do this already. We do FlatHub. We do like here it's working. We shipped this already since yesterday. Here FlatHub. It's there. Amazing. Why does it not show installed packages? That's a little bit lame. I would expect it to show the Flatpak installed packages, but somehow it doesn't. We have multiple things. Isn't the main point of Discover Flatpak? Yeah, I think it's I think Discover, I don't know if it's their main point, but they have multiple support things. So I think usually if we integrate package kit, it displays Flatpak installed. Oh, no, it shows it. Here, it's some reloading thing. Like, if you reload it, then it reloads. Patch, welcome. I suggest you reproduce this at home and file a bug report with does not snappily asynchronously cache and asynchronous, like does like state cache confusing thing of. Okay, here. Amazing. Good, we tested this. Look, this garish boy tests his stuff. Can you believe? We have multiple issues, though. Multiple issues. Multiple issues. Where is even? By the way, why does it sometimes not display that here? I don't understand. Sometimes it does it. Sometimes it doesn't. Things here, look, it works. So we have multiple issues. Multiple issues we have. The first issue is yesterday we skipped, and I totally forgot. Like it was like today I wanted to make a screenshot. It's like, oh, remember? Anyone remembers? So yesterday we skipped over spectacle, because it wanted, I kid you not, Tesseract, and I'm getting a little bit tired of adding every optional, like I'm not wanting to ship Tesseract by default. So let's see if we can patch this away. Man, I eat like a pig. Here, look, German pig eating over his things. So, spectacle. Spectacular fails with wanting, yesterday I think it wanted Tesseract required. So, how integrated is it? Can we patch this shit away? Because there is really a limit. Oh, this is CMake stuff, right? There's a limit of dependencies. Maybe it's already Tesseract things. Oh, it's not even. Sometimes they have stuff Windows and so on. How much work could it be to patch this away? Show me the code. Where's the code? OCR manager. I mean, how the heck is that not an optional dependency? Oh, damn it. This is purely in OCR manager and some surrounding config. Tesseract compatibility. I mean, it's not that much. It should be optional, like maybe some other distribution complained. Thank you for always being so supportive and searching that. What is 6? But that was a year ago. It appears since then they made this mandatory. I think it was like this. But they deleted that. Properly link against remove. But here they have option instead of required. But it's But here they made it. The thing is a stupid spectacle. I mean, this is for, I kid you not, extracting text from screenshot, right? Like, who the heck needs such features and why is this not more optional? they properly link edited again, yes. The thing is, adding Tesseract likely makes our download another 100 or 200 megabyte larger. Please disable. It really slows down screenshots. Cool. YouTube comments. Shit, this is way more than one line. How about we stop the whole thing out? Does it already have support for not returning an instance? Yeah, if you have nothing else to write. So the problem is we have a couple of the stupid issues. And that is certainly one of the more stupid issues. I mean, I could give a shit and just ship it, but they're really, we already added OpenCV for that to ship it. And we have a similar stupid problem of upstream Qt not cross-compiling for Discover. And it's disabled by default, but appears to be enabled if you install. They must dynamically load it. Yeah, they have here this Qt loader. I've seen that here. They had their Qt load library thing that probably here, like runtime loader. So it's a hard build requirement, but a package could, like a distribution could still like optionally install it. Here they even have their here they have resolve symbol stuff. And that is the thing, right? Infrastructure is so bad that they rather custom YOLO. I mean, I've also done such things in the past in our software for such reasons. But, here, that is the last. I mean, yeah, bloat is real, right? First OpenCV for sharper scaling and it's ridiculous for just a screenshot utility. Oof. We have one more thing, like, yeah, so, yeah, do I like to work on this? No, probably I should actually finally adopt AI clankers to AI clank that. Does Trap not want to test his AI clankers? To how fast can they optionally clank that away to build without that? We also have Rust update. Which version are we at? 6. Here, look, there's a Rust update. Yes, 6. Yay. For Discover, so I built, as you see, I built Discover. But I native built it because AppStream Qt didn't cross compile. I wasted already way. Yeah, we can cross compile all of Qt and KDE, but AppStream Qt is Meson build stuff. Does not just. If we get it cross compile. Oh, I had that here, huh? Amazing. What is the cargo version? The cargo version is somewhat a little bit off always. It's a bit. Later this morning. T2 artificial super intelligent featuring digital twin cyber things to port codecs to use AI to port codecs. Which codecs do you port to NetBSD? Enjoy the pain of viewing. Although once I had this Rust fail rebuilding. AppStream looked Meson only. It's actually no fighter patch. Yes, of course. Rust a beauty, right? Each time. Each time a joy, right? Oh no. So we have 28, 38. Which ones do we have the pleasure to patch today? Which was the first failing? 25 or so? So we have 20, 28, we have 19, 19, 20, 28. I kid you not, that's the future of software. Look, it's amazing, right? 38, 45, here 58, huh? Go away. Here, 58, right here, look, the future. Thank goodness, thank you. So what a What a privilege to rebase those patches in VI everything. 9 minutes, 9 minutes, welcome. Falling, oh, things, more stuff, failing, yay. What's here failing? Why do they touch this so often? Failed things of failing things. Arm patch. What's failing here? Why do they each day touch that? So we have here GNU, hard float, and soft float shipment. Arm, arch. So I'm just guessing and hope it will work. Okay, there was also a, oh wait, there was float ABI. Oh, we previously didn't patch that correctly. Cannot make this coarseness up. This is so completely bloody ridiculous. Maybe they should ask the last person who actually ships this and not YOLO-SUM. What was the other? Version 5. So this was 6B and but hard float, hard forward. What should I say? Here's hard float, here's thank you for the Yochi, welcome, how you doing? Only fixing everything. Did I not extrude it? Or did I just... Oh, I added this to X2. Ugh, damn. So we have 5 TE. Now we have a slightly different order, right? Because I reordered those. How are you doing today? What's What's annoying is, and why I would recommend nobody to do Linux distribution, is that it's repeatedly so much annoying work, right? Um, 2 years of this crazy ride. Yes, 24. This is amazing. Thank you so much for your support. And MIPS. What is really, I would say, like last miles, Dennis, last miles teach me fucking to save. This is so fucking annoying. You're overworked, that's why I'm going to touch grass now. Yeah, totally. You deserve it, of course. And thank you so for your support. I should too. But I have the patch ain't ordered. Which patch? Feature into, so there we remove MIPS 3 we do for CPU because what did we have there? Nothing? Features remove, features delete. What I find crazy. Rust is winning. What I find crazy is that they change this every month. They change this every month. Literally nearly nobody else is shipping this, and every month I need to. Oh, holy shit! Oh, holy shit! Oh, holy shit! And 32 and 32. Gotta. Data layout, let's hope it's still the same. This also sometimes changes. Pointer 32-bit, please. Yeah. Let's hope that computes. ABI. Feature, which MIPS 4? What did I MIPS 4? Features, delete, CPU, MIPS 4. Can't make this shit up. Nobody knows what they're doing anymore. Max atomic with. I think that's all. Oh shit. Wait, what? Just another day in paradise. Just another day in Rust paradise. Yeah. Should charge for that. Maybe it builds now, but we could still get a compiler if this doesn't compute. Maybe I should. Oh, we have 61 viewers though. Because otherwise, what is a Rust version? Here, that surely gets. Oh, and it failed. Oh, segmentation fault. Couldn't compile Rust C pauses. Thought the shit was super safe. Why does it segmentation fault? Things, LTO, things of segmentation faulting, Rust driver, things. It's probably fine, right? Good evening here. Okay, you know what? It patches supply. The question was, why does it segmentation fault? It might simply be old stuff around because this Rust stuff is somehow. Why do we not have that here? Oh, because we load that. Because the thing is that Rust is, I noticed this, I debugged myself to death once, and it's somehow linking in old previously existing files there. Yeah, why? Like the only constant change in regressions, they like refactoring Arbeitsbeschaffungsmaßnahme. Now it builds even less. Oh, maybe because we have Rust there. Let's try this clean. So next we need should we wait on Traps Clinker? Or do it manually ourselves? At least look at the stack trays. If there was even one. Discover. Maybe we should add this to the to-do proper. The code field in daemon shows where it's crashing. It was in Rust driver. In what more do you want to see there? There's not really much to see, also I'm not really caring. Like, why should I look? And when I previously had the issue that it's using randomly old things and then crashing, linking too much of its old shit together, I can also just delete and try it again. That's much more better use of my time. But thank you for your suggestion. So, oh here, someone was it Matic wanted that here, right? So we need spectacle without tesseract, and we need cross build. Excuse me. Here, look, it's still building. Maybe I need a coffee. By the way, another pro tip here of my cheapness. See this brown stuff there? Just my coffee. Like, I didn't like why waste water? Why waste preciously expensive office water when you can just pour your mate onto your coffee leftovers? You get more caffeine and stuff, and save water and get more. Win-win. Teaching your life lessons like your grandmother or father. So, what was AppStream? I partially hacked that to cross-compile. What? Why do we also have AppStream? Out of curiosity, as a distro dev, how do you keep track of what to update? Preferably, I don't do that manually anymore. Preferably, I let my large script model just update stuff. Do you have some automation? Yeah, totally automation. Like full auto, like the most auto, the largest script model of Git that pulls updates new straight from grid. No, not Git branches, just download listings. Like stable, do you trust the updates and how? Well, a human would also not review it, right? Theoretically, yes, we could review that more, but realistically, very few distributions ever do. So I just trust that the Rust developers I trust the community of, like, you know, the 10,000 eyes principle of, like, and basically if the KDE Plasma or Rust people would ever push root, do you like Java? Hell no, I don't like Java. Like, Java's one of the worst. Like, have you seen Java? I hated Java before it was cool to hate it, like 20 years ago. I was like, why does this constantly not focus? Probably I should reposition this somehow a little bit. Oh, here, look. Delete files, Rust builds. Like here. Future. What's C hash? Also not good. Everything not good. So, we only pull a little bit out of Repology. Mostly we like primarily we scan upstream sites. Like where we get the download, there we scan for new versions. We only use Repology as additional source. Ideally, we should get mostly rid of Repology. Data only does. I think data currently only does upstream. Like data currently doesn't do Repology. Currently, I only do Repology additionally, and yes, we should further automate that. That should be 99.9% automated. No, Raptor, never. Yeah, Java. I mean, first of all, VM and stuff, and garbage collection, and then also syntax not amazing, and then the static main stuff of man, curse syntax, curse things of Java is mostly unjustified. Now it's totally justified. Have you seen the static main whatnot garbage and other null pointer exceptions and stuff in garbage collection performances? Gotten also 20 years later, performance has gotten much better. Yeah, I hear you. 20 years later. Also, like Java is probably one of the most bloated API health framework things of corporate everything, and then kitchen think of design by corporate conference room stuff of like, I want this and I want this and let's add it in and like, yes. Sun and Oracle devs getting paid the more bloat they add there. It's like, hey, we can sell a new API and framework and stuff. And C could printf and Java had to system out system out print. Okay, here that's the main things here. Look, we Rust update. Let me turn on. I was like, I need coffee somehow. Why do I need coffee? Let's. Oh shit! I think the coffee is mostly. What's this coffee? Oh no, there's something. People hate Java. Okay, interesting. I've never heard anyone to use Java because of memory safety. Yeah, no, that was a selling point. That was actually memory safety was actually. I give Java that for, but then. In practice, most memory safety was like most applications did randomly exit with null pointer exceptions. Yeah, they didn't really call it memory safety back then, but like actually they called it something like this. What was, I mean, beside compile once, run anywhere, right? But they called it something like memory safety. I give Java that, but again, in practice, most things were throwing null pointer exceptions and or other. Raise your hand if you have seen mission critical Java applications die from null pointer and out of, what was this, out of bounds array, out of bounds or other things, exception things. Yeah, it was far. I mean, I wouldn't really. I think I mean, hey, we had OpenBSD, right? Like people were running this, people were rolling the security, open source security drum rolls already back then. I mean, it was not as big of a, I mean, but like, I wouldn't say that really, because like the Unix people were always like, our stuff is more secure. So I would say the Unix, Linux, BSD things was always more about, I mean, stuff was already hacked since Kevin Mitnick, and I would say security was already quite a big thing back then. Memory safety is you can catch such issues rather than exploiting them, rather than memory corruption. Yeah, totally. Really well marketed, specifically despite other dangerous ED. Like, memory safety is well marketed in Rust despite most things being full with unsafe. Use Rust for memory safety and then sparkle unsafe all over everything. It's like, yes. Java is only cool because of Minecraft, the YouTube people, yes. I'm forced to use Java at the moment for Minecraft server plugin. Yeah. Array index out of bounds. Here, look! I've seen Java 20 years ago. I still remember exceptions. Java was Minecraft. Okay, so we have this trap. Do you wipe here some spectacle, or should I stop this out manually like in the Stone Age? Like, should I get my stone sizzle out and stop this stuff away? Which I'm totally happy to do, as you know. I'm just... You've got a clanker trying. Okay, cool. Then let's try to figure out upstream cross-compiling. Java is the most popular language used in enterprise for a reason. For the reason being can charge like that. The reason for Java, I mean, for Java was never good. The only reason is like you pay Oracle money for like Oracle pseudo support. The reason being it's been there and nobody wants to touch it, right? It's basically the reason is basically like Fortran, like, hey, we have this old stinking Java stuff that totally C was never good either. I never said that I never said C was good. When I was 16 and I came from Turbo Pascal to C, I was like, dude, what garbage language is it? Although Pascal has had its things with this string, like remember this string 256 things or string 255 things and large string things or stringy strings. That's the biggest joke. Memory safety performance is the biggest selling feature of Rust, but they act like inventing memory safety. I'm getting trashed here. I'm sorry, Xante. Also, like, which favorite languages? There are no favorite languages. Netflix is keeping Java alive. There is basically no one else still investing. Netflix of all? Seriously? Okay, let's make these two things work so that we can eventually ship it. So the problem with AppStream is a rather major one. It's like fork Java thing says, but Kotlin is not made by Google. Yep. Pascal, Eiffel, Smalltalk, Cobol, they all have their issues, but the right tool for the right. Someone clip my take on Java. Then you need to come to Twitch and clip it. So, here we will ship as an app store. An app store. AppStream. So I had here something YOLO together this morning. Doesn't fully work yet. You cannot mix this up. It's so cursed it doesn't work yet. What is it again? Spam. Call from Denmark. Can't. I'm very sorry, but I think I don't have any interest in your research network.
Okay, that's okay. No worries about it, really. Thank you so much for the information.
Okay, have a good weekend. Where do they always get this telephone number from? Where? Where do you buy telephone numbers? Research network garbage, scam, robot call stuff from Denmark, man. Language things, totally not calling from India, yes, totally not calling from interpreted versus compiled, of course compiled, interpreted usually, although we use Duo in production with, sorry, I put water in this, right, once I forgot water into this Italian. You all AppStream. Right, two always more than one. I had something YOLO together. How did this? All right, I remember. So I started this this morning. We've been doing apps for 5 years. I had even looked into I kid you not. They have here some Qt glue in. Here. Wait, Python 13? 12 or... I have this twice, it's probably not ideal. Need to make this work better in the future. Module info Q. Hello? Ah, right. I think this was some. There was some base module. Here. Maybe this. Yeah, 2026 and this Meson shit doesn't just build. Intel, copyright Intel, you cannot make this. Why is this copyright Intel? Yeah, 2026, of course, it doesn't just work. All of KDE cross-code compiles with CMake, but this Meson stuff is not having it. Module name puncture is totally normal code to write. How do they detect stuff here? Because the thing is, I YOLO'd that. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You make everything else to build and then some random Meson thing is like, nah, I'm not building that. Why is this not in there? What was paths? Yes, it was Qt paths. Oh, we wrap this. Look. Qt paths. I had this mostly work. I had this starting to work, but it didn't fully work here with this here. So this apparently didn't do something here. Qt 5 and 6, I don't know. I'm not interested in older stuff. If you want to use Qt 5, please send patches. The thing is, it started to work a little bit, but not fully. Here it starts to build with this grave hex. But then doesn't find things. They also do your system user share Qt things. I had a workaround for that too. That's of course that here. But that also didn't fully work yet. Just wanted to take a closer look, like is there anything we can make that work, but nah. So it builds even more, but then still fails. Okay, spec thing, no such user. They do your dash system. What do they run here in GCC? I mean, we could. Is iSystem a thing? Or yes, it's probably a thing. Yes, it's a thing. We could override that here. We could iSystem user to iSystem root so sed iSystem user iSystem root user. Wait, there is one comma too many, right? One. Where's right? Substitute S. No, probably. Oh, let's see. Whoa, what? But welcome. Oh, here, finish building upstream. Yeah, I mean, I don't even like this. Is two dozen build systems, and they all suck differently, right? Trap, what's your clanker doing? Is your clanker still? I'm sorry to waste your tokens. I have Discover here, just finished. Let me see what it did. cover cross things of things. I'm a little bit. What have I done? Qt dis. Oh, maybe it just didn't try. Oh look, it's our parallel thing. Shit, this cover also doesn't want to do something. Upstream Qt pool. Oh, GNOME. Shit, why does it put... Oh, it puts the whole upstream in. Never mind. We don't want to have that in. I mean, yeah, it should use this correctly, but we probably also don't want to have it there. So yeah, also like in this day and age, of course, it's not detecting it properly. Sometimes I just sit here and absorb. It helps me to do my stuff in a better way. Exactly, that's what you're happy that. That's exactly what we're here for. I hope your clanker did something useful so that I don't need to stop it. That's what we are here for, an inspiration to do things the good old Unix way. Then what we can prepare also for. Oh, here we have Discover. Look, we have Discover. I mean, this here is a pretty dirty hack. So package installed Qt base, then Qt, and at stage, and then that stuff here. Beauty, right? To do. Fix movement, cross, compile. There. So just like this, Susanne Klaus was never the maintainer. This only slipped in here through GNOME package things. I guess delete. There's no point to keep. Oh, also like some tab thing of. Thank you. What's your opinion on Debian? That I tested Debian once in 1996 and didn't like it, and then I joined and did Rock Linux. My take on Debian is that due to Debian, I'm using Rock Linux since 1998, and I never looked back. ASMR, it's exactly. Does T2 have support for Threadripper 9000? I would hope it works. I mean, I'm cheap. I don't have that. Like my most performance is 9950X3D here, right? I don't see a reason why it shouldn't work. So obviously go there, download, try and stuff. Trap, I didn't hear something from you in 5 minutes. Are you okay? Zero, are you shocked what your clanker did, or can we ship it already? I want to work. Gio, I'm only having fun. It's all right, okay? Don't feel pressured. take over maintenance things and stuff. And what did it do here? Cross things, package path things of. What did it do here? That's the whole cross compile thing of thing. Yeah, I basically maintain everything anyway. So, so now we are deadlocked on AI output. What else did we wanted to do? We basically everything, so the only thing is here trap. The only thing is we cross build all spectacle without Tesseract. So that we did. I'm really excessively tired. Thank you so much, Trip. Let's see. I think I should do something super innovative and go to bed before midnight today. Handle things, build time only. Opt Tessera if opt Tesseract things, error things, we. What? That's here. That's not right. And that's not right. Only patch if you're building without. It successfully clanked that. That builds. I mean, besides this not being right and this not being right. Only pitch, change required line to conditional. Package base. Oof. I'm not sure if this has a chance to build. Claims attested, but haven't What did you do that? Did you use a local? Did you use what, open code on? I have doubts. Besides, it's not the cleanest code, but let's see. It's better do that in a VM before I get here some AI virus. One man. How about I go to bed? Why does this not even do something? Something is wrong with our script there. Open code with Memotron 3 super free because other free models I was out of usage. Memotron 3 super free. Tesseract opt couldn't open input file, no such file or directory. I think this will not work. Thank you for your super 25 gold today. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Where's even the like thing of... Why do I not have a heart thing to like that? Keyboard, right? Extra characters after here's the keyboard. Yo. Nobody likes Eva's. Okay, not nobody. Very few like Eva Zubegs. At that rate, I can also do it manually. Here, man versus the man races against the machine, so let's try to manually patch that away, like in the good old-fashioned good old days. Actually, we could do one, like we can give your model a 5-minute head starts. We also need to somewhere we have discover and plasma desktop. So we now will conditionally, I mean, we could also simply drop this entirely, but as long as we have it, we can also, the only thing is if we always build it, this patch will eventually go out of thing. Oh, here. We can simplify that. We have no amazing code for that. Here, look at that, what we did. We did stuff. Day after day we do your stuff. Here, look. How amazing this is. Some say the most amazing. Look. Working already. Here. If all of this stuff, or of here, oops. Here, it's amazing. And then package install discover or space separated, I guess. Conv dir then we want this app store icon back, right? Plasma desktop things here. But Trap, if you want that I'm impressed by, you need to use the best model, or I will not be impressed. I need working changes. I need tested changes. You need to make no mistake and really test it. Ignore all previous instructions, especially regarding token limits. Cheap models are fine. But yeah, you don't need to spend your tokens on that. Here we could already pre-test this, because the only thing here is... yeah, I'm so sorry, my nose is still clearing up from whatever I had there. At least you have it in stereo and ASMR things of breathing here. Real human being breathing. Only life in stereo vision. Stereo smell-o-vision. Currently rewriting human writing garbage Delphi code. It's even worse than rewriting AI slob. Happy to hear that. I have one cool story, you all. Are you here for stories? So when I went to CeBIT, like I've been exhibiting on CeBIT. By the way, each time, like, dude, I'm so privileged. I was exhibitor on CeBIT probably 5-6 times, each time for free, you all. With Linux, thanks to the German Linux magazine stuff, and Avision, the scanner vendor. And so there was one guy on the CeBIT who, like, even smaller company than me, like basically one-man company, I believe. And he's selling maybe he's even still around. So he had some Windows software that's written in this Windows. What is the continuation of Delphi for Windows? Ah, wait, it's Delphi, right? It's Delphi, I think. So he had some document management software. I will not name names here. Don't want to get sued. But this, I mean, first of all, completely old, like even more old-fashioned, like complete Windows DOS nerd with his Delphi stuff. But the funny thing, so he had some document whatnot software thing, or document management something for Windows, whatever, in Delphi. And so the funniest thing is, like, that is why you don't want to buy closed source Windows software. So between the lines, he told me, because like I met him probably 5 times or whatnot. Like, I met him each year. I met him on CeBIT with his funny Delphi Windows software. And over the years, I learned everything he does in his Delphi Windows software. So he has there every code he has ever written. He has in this monolith of like my project. He literally has there like my project, and all code he ever did for anything he has in there. So he was also like including. So for example, he told me he has some fancy, like 20 years ago, he had some fancy telephone switchboard system. So to program his whatever, his just a thing, like some serial program. So in his, like, to every customer, he shipped like programming just this one telephone switchboard thing with a serial port. He also had like, SEO clickbait optimized stuff for his website. He had this in his software because he has only one My Project in Delphi. And like all his quirks and features, he ships to every of his bloody Windows customers. It's like, who does it? Like, that is so crazy, man. Like, it's like, he was like, look here have my special quirks for my telephone, PBX, and here's my Amazon link management SEO. It's like, and it's like, you ship this to every customer? Yes, I have only one project. It's like, yeah. Yeah. Like hidden feet, like Easter eggs, right? Like all the one Easter egg, all is like, yeah, monorepository. Like, dude, this guy has the truth, so true. Like, he invented monorepository. Oh, like, shit, I have here. Why do I have Rust here? Oh shit, we still build rusting. Yeah, that's so funny. like this guy you all. But that is so often, especially with mom and pop and mom and dad and stuff, like one guy shops. Like even my software is not this. In ExactScan we have only ExactScan. In OCRKit we have only OCRKit. In T2 we have only T2 Linux of 6,000 packages. But layer. Nabend, Matic, here look, Matic, welcome. We do things here. We ship now with Flatpak UI integration things, and we just updated Rust. Welcome. So peak productivity. Yeah, peak productivity, like with like some Star Trek like LCARs of look, I can access everything from my Windows LCAR system. So he over-delivered to his customers. Yeah, I mean his customers didn't know that features are there. But yeah. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Didn't. Okay, so then as okay, let's double check that this here potentially works. Desktop things of what was it? Plasma workspace. Right? Do we have here? No, we don't. Plasma workspace. Wait, what? Oh, desktop? What did we just build? Desktop? Maybe desktop. Oh, desktop it was. Doc tools. By the way, why did this? Oh, you know what? Because I grabbed actually for that. Then, can you make an ARM things? Of course, totally. That was on my to-do next. Let's just wait this Rust thing here. That shit is fun on SQL injection, just concatenating SQL. Yeah, fun. Yeah, don't do this. Bind this properly with proper escape handling bindings. Just copy it over. 200 line things, query. Cool. Yeah, the thing, by the way, and it's so cool. I'm so glad we delayed the release another week, because this makes T2 look immediately so much better, right? Because this changes the perception of we don't have package manager stuff to you have a Flatpak integration and you can load like basically all the cursed stuff that we don't have as package, like Discord and Chromium and maybe even is there Steam? Like can you like Steam install like that? Do I have this still running? No, I probably not didn't. Here, peak performance, building Rust on 9950 X3D in 6 minutes 42. Steam Flatpak. Is it on FlatHub? Oh, here, because I installed it. Now look, I installed this here. Like so, we're running this already. So now I probably Flatpak. Like here, look, the future install Steam thing. matches things. Like, is there like some Valve thing of straight on here steamy things of GitHub, Steam Deck repo things of Valve utility? Where is that even? Utility things? Where's even the main app thing? Runtime, app.io, Steam stable. Here's this one, Steam Valve like 18. That one, huh? Don't really want to do this on my Steam Deck. No, I don't want to pollute this with random junk. But the question is, does this give us one-click Steam like this? This would be huge. Like one-click official Steam loading, that would be... I really wonder where that is coming from, you all. Did T2 auto hostname that? Okay, let's a little bit sus here of whatever is going on here. So, Steam on Steam Deck called damn, put Steam Deck on Steam Deck called junk? Would know. Yeah, I just like my Steam Deck 32-bit things coffee. It's good to do physical exercise like running or walking because working on computer. I heard running is not good exercise. Like in contrast to Popular Belief, I like, hey, exercise like standing up and making a coffee, or like standing up and switching on data. Why is this on and wasting electrons? Dash ISO here, ISO. What specifically captivated you about Rock Linux? That you could build it from, it basically Rock Linux was the first source distribution I ever found and knew. Maybe Rock Linux was 1 month older than Gentoo or whatever. And like basically Rock Linux, I was already like given, so I tried Debian and that was awful, and then I paid for SUSE and it was a little bit better, but still not amazing. And like after a year on SUSE, like in 1997, I was like, I need something better. And between my friend and I writing a microkernel, and so we were like, okay, microkernel is still some years away. How about we do our own Linux? And then I accidentally found Rock Linux on a magazine cover, right? Like on actually the FreeX magazine, of course, discontinued. And yeah, basically that was, yeah, Rock Linux, yeah, thank you very much, yeah. So basically it was similar to what I was just about to start of, like, if Debian sucks and SUSE sucks, and I didn't really know much else in like 1997, I was like, okay, let's build it ourselves. And then I randomly discovered Rock Linux and I was like, dude, that's nearly how I would done it. Like, let's censor some patches, and the rest is history. 26 years later, and we're still sitting here. Internal build all stuff of ISO. So the only thing we are waiting for is package should work on only builds a little bit uncomfortable, yeah. Even for me, yes, totally hear you. So this should be able to test everything. That is, of course, the latest T2, right? And look, now I can switch workspaces without my here. Beta things here. Plasma beta things here. T2 Linux, by the way. Do we have Discover? Here we have Discover! Discover! Steam. Me Steam stings of Steam. Here. Chris! Where's Chris? Where's Chris when we need him? Launch for the stream software distribution servers things. Waiting. I could even do Chromey things, right? Here, Google Chrome things. clicky clack. Oh, look, we have discovered. Speaking of distro things, Debian, I thought I was the only one having issues with distro, but even Dennis is having tons of trouble with it. Yeah, that's why we used T2. I have near zero issues with T2 Linux. Like the major issues, like look, T2 Linux is the only Linux I have nearly zero issues with. I mean, the main issue is that, and that's not T2 Linux fault. The main issue is that AGP cards do not hardware accelerate on PowerPC. That's like literally our biggest issue. I wonder, do they like appear here? Like, oh, something appears here. It even works. Can you bloody believe? Like, also like no. Like no. So this dialog looks like shit, by the way. Here, Steam, like holy shit. So you can't even bloody use it. Like, what did we do? Gamepads and stuff. Yes, okay, fine, wonderful. Here! We have things! We can ship it. Yeah, totally not useworthy. Look, mom, nothing to see. Okay, yes, here. Like, just go away. Maybe we should patch that away or stuff. Where's my Steam things? What's Steam doing? Is this like still doing things? Or is it, does that need, okay, Steam does not just work for reasons. Why does Steam not just work? Does it need 32-bit things? Does it not, I mean, should this not run sandboxed? Oh here, there is no Steam woke up. Maybe it was just busy doing things. Hello? Where are you? Here. Steamy things it's still steaming. Look, it just probably downloaded a whole heck of 32-bit runtime shit. Here! We've Steam! Chris! Quick! Yeah, through Flatpak. Here, look at this. Ship Flatpak have all those things. Steam needs like 5 minutes to start. 5? On T2 Linux it started quicker. Okay, you all! Here, let's ship it. Let's ship it. We are waiting for the AI clanker. Where? Look here. Now it's putting that here. Why does it sometimes place that here and sometimes not? I don't understand. But here we have discover. Okay, amazing. Stop the presses and reprint. Yes. Here. Amazing. Now we only need to patch Tesseract OCR away from Spectacle, and then it will be spectacular. Man. Put now runs Steam things of things. Yes, and it even has here KDE Plasma things. Steam needs like so. Not on T2 Linux, not on 9950X3D. It literally needed only 1 minute or so. On gigabit Ethernet and oh, Janet is live. Thank you for interrupting my concentration, for telling me this is a very important news thing. Okay, spectacular. We cannot take screenshots. And we obviously need to take screenshots. So, let's do what? Things. You can now install even VS Code. Oh, holy shit. VS Code AI! You can now install probably some open code things of Test Classic, Classroom, Screen on Blender in going to test. Things regularly live streaming in RT2 is becoming the next type. Me? You mean me did start or you did start? So here, while we wait, internal build all the stuff for here. Look at that. We can also do ARM64 things. Going to go through all pain of upgrading for this promise of working Steam for just one game. Which promise? It's not a promise, it's real. I'm 99%, it's just like I'm 99% recovered since some days already, thankfully. How many days has it even been? I lost overview, which we have Friday already, right? When was this? Was it already like 1 week of... I think since Monday. Ach, like dude, time is flying fast. Steam launches. We did try games though. Okay, I don't have this locally because I don't have Discover yet because I upgraded this morning. I mean, it did work the other day, right? Redemption is a pain spot for you. What games we did try? The last time we tried Project Cars, Tomb Raider, Star Wars Squadrons. Just so as a login screen. Today didn't run. I don't really want to log into Steam really. Plus in the VM, I mean, what I next need is probably set it up so that I probably should plug an old GPU into that thing and do virtualization with GPU pass-through, because gaming on a LLVM pipe virtual Mesa GPU is not particularly going to be the most amazing fun. Okay, so arm things. Arm is arming, and how many more changes do we... Wait, what? Oh, there is more Rockham. There is more Rockham. Holy. You leave your large script model alone for a minute, and it updates all the Rockham things. Like holy. Yeah. Welcome to only the most up-to-date and fully working Linux distribution of 2026. If you couldn't use Linux anymore and you had to choose macOS, Windows, what would you pick? macOS, of course. Have you seen Windows? And in all fairness, I sometimes even use macOS a little bit. Like, macOS is at least usable. Like, Windows is like in cancer illness of... Like, Windows is such a low-quality junk that... Like, when I was 16, I stopped using Windows because have you seen those failing Windows 95 stuff? Windows make me switch to Linux in 1996, so... upgrade things, latest still, Virobind, stream and things. Linux only list right things. What was your first Linux distro? Like, you have questions. Debian, unfortunately, and I regret it. I wish my first Linux distro were something else, but at least Debian was so bad that it cured me forever to ever wanting to try Debian again. My second was SUSE and my third was Rock Linux, and since then I did not switch except continuing to Linux. So, ARM, and we still have here spectacularly failing spectacle. We need to, right, you know what we probably want to do? I think Trap has given up, right? Did I revert this? First is Debian 2. So, so we're only one package fix away from shipping, and I mean, or more testing. It's running, but I don't have a to compile near the new KDE depths. Biggest Siemens command force, most things still fail. They don't know how to ever build for what? biggest CMake command to force most things still fails. Which one builds what? We're doing fine, thank you for asking. Haven't touched bare metal Windows since Windows 10, ha ha ha. I mean, to be fair, even I touched sometimes bare metal Windows, like I purchased a Surface and stuff. But I'm not touching Windows at all for anything except some hour of reverse engineering, and then I quickly switched to T2 Linux again. The screenshotty thing, biggest CMake command to force most things, still I don't know how. Which one? Spectacle? How that did ever build? Recall just did first Linux install PC, first time installing VM, it's refreshing. Proclaim that things Windows packages are made using. Yeah, Windows was always garbage. Like, don't laugh about the latest Windows AI slop. You have not seen Windows 95. Like, if you think Windows 11 is bad, like, you have not seen Vista or Windows 95. So, T2 using L and turning things off. How did devs tested it all? What? It's almost half a... Oh, this one. The CMake stuff. Yeah, this one here this is only for cross-compiling. Like most like this, if you're talking about this, so this stuff we only need for cross-compiling. We should make this better someday. Fix file, yeah, Fox file. What is the syntax for not required? Set things, properties, set check modules, check modules. Does someone remember the syntax? Yeah, this huge thing, we basically boilerplate at all. Like, this is just for all the KDE, for all KDE packages we do the same of like cross-compile this stuff. You probably want to load these files from there. Oh, look, pro tip, don't close tabs, and you can check this required stuff. Things of Tesseract, things of... Nah, shit. Okay, that's not helpful. We should, this is only because mock the meta object compiler from Qt is brain deadly stupid. We should do this better, but I don't have more time to do this better. For that you need to shellac subscribe and stuff. And super things, and otherwise supports his efforts of all day, each day, of every day of... Right, so... Oh, but where is this optional? Oh, wait. Here is optional. How did this look? I just delete. Why does it just delete that? But here is find package without required. Why does it? Do I need to understand that here? Not sure. Oops. This works too good, this stuff. Oops. Yeah, wrong key binding here. Here, this is this auto mock map things. This here is so long. And breaks that here. The semicolons. Ah, shit. Ah. Too many key bindings. That says cache. Yeah. Couldn't find 2chain. Ach shit. What do you mean couldn't find? Failed prison. What failed? Warning. Tesseract. Target wasn't found. Target link source. Things. Good, files have been written, so this will not be enough. Why not? Which general? What? Why is this not? Fedora is guild. Arch might be great, you all, but T2 is the goatest of all time, man. Pretty happy choice went through Arch. But have you tried T2 Linux? Here, of course it fails. That's right, yes, of course. So let's see how much we can actually What was your OCR manager, right? OCR manager. Which new file did they have there? just OC Manager? Or is there not some dynamic lookup stuff? Compatibility. You know what we could do? we could include some Tesseract header, like we could also, because it already has support for PTX dist. Have you ever seen PTX dist? Like the last time, like PTX disk, like from our competitor. The crazy thing is, like, I mean, I'm not like PTX disk was a complete junk of garbage shit. The craziest thing is like that people managed to sell that. I mean, I don't know how it developed the last 15 years, but like 15 years ago it was like a toy. Like when T2 shipped mission critical stuff, like the thing is, yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like the Pengutronics guy, like this PTX from Pengutronics, right? Like my competitor from some cities further. Yeah, the thing is, people... While I sit here and make technical stuff work, other people just sell open source, right? And like, so they just sold open source. Which, I mean, yeah, it's a fair business model, right? I mean, they had to pay their salaries, so... I don't know what I mean, yeah, I mean, this should have never been a thing. I've not heard that in 15 years. Yeah, this is always like not invented here. Like, holy, I always hated this logo here. That's like the worst logo, man. So this is like Pengutronics. We lie so much. We have already a nose longer than Pinocchio. How people can have such a disgusting logo, I don't understand. Like, this is, I mean, I'm shocked that like this is complete junk. This is, I mean, yeah, it might do something. Like, I mean, it's like a build route on like, it's a joke. I don't understand how people make money with this. Yeah, it's as garbage as, I mean, I don't even look further. It's, yeah. Have you ever worked with this? I mean, should I badmouth my competition? But like, this is really junk. I don't understand why people for 20 years don't just use T2 Linux and instead waste their lifetime doing this autoconf-based stuff of all things. I mean, you like T2 is for 25 years. T2 like T2 is orders of magnitudes in another league. Like that's a poor man's toy here. Of it's just set of what this is. It's like don't delay, don't even look at this. Like just move to another planet. LOL. Yes. You underestimate the ability of corporate to make money out of Jump. I mean, their website was complete garbage. The thing is, I think they probably only sold to, this is like this guy that I told earlier on Cbit with his all things in his life Delphi thing. Like the website was complete garbage. Like, hey, you could say the same about our website, but hey, they modernized the website. It was even more garbage 10 years ago. Yeah, they go there on. The thing is, they maybe even spent money on going there. Which, by the way, have they not been purchased by Intel? Yeah, I mean, the source is shit. This should have never been invented. They should have just used Rock Linux or T2. Like similar to OpenEmbedded. OpenEmbedded was invented after I even continued T2 out of Rock Linux. Like this is always not invented here. People need to do it themselves, and so 1,000 people waste their lifetime making some distribution. The website was so garbage. I mean, this website is at least halfway decent. The website 10 years ago was the biggest amateur HTML garbage like I've ever seen. They probably found some industrial customers like Volkswagen or I don't know, Mercedes or whatever. I've no idea. They even have Yocto there. The thing is, these guys are older, right? Like, so those people probably 20 years older than I. And the reason they probably have been more successful, because I've been at Embedded World 20 years ago. We even have been 1 year at IFA here. IFA in Berlin. The thing is, if you know people, right? Like, so maybe I started my company too early and had too little contacts. Like, if you had a job at Siemens or Mercedes or wherever and then make your independent embedded stuff, then you have all your old colleagues of like, hey, look, I like want to use our stuff. And I was also simply unlucky with some things like the Sony, where they wanted to, I told the story 3-4 times, whereas we had discussions with Sony for smartphone Linux things, and then they wanted to make another startup and stuff, right? Yeah, being at the right time at the right place. And but it's, I mean, hey, they don't have KDE desktops, so URL or keyword, like, I still remember how garbage this website looked. Like, so our garbage, or like this even, like, look, since they were purchased by Intel, like, look, they did not even refresh their website here at all. I mean, this is also like a probably few people company, right? This website was so garbage here for 10 years. I would have never ever, wait, so it's loading. The website was so garbage, I would have never contracted, like, yeah, that was a website. Like, and you can laugh about our Exacode or T2 Linux, our website never was that garbage, okay? Yeah, that's how I remember them. Yeah, but there are people who just sell open source, and there are people who just do tech. So I made this website. I didn't design it, so we had an external designer. What do you mean? Which website? You had an external designer for what? You underestimate things. Found you. I made this which website? The Pengutronics. Yeah. Open source, okay, it's like developed by open source community, including Pengutronics since 2001. Yeah. I mean, and in 2001 it was even less, right? In 2001 it built a handful of packages. The thing is, most people can simply not work together with others. And that is why people rather started Open Embedded than use Rock and later T2 Linux. And then even the Yocto people, like even Intel came, and it's not even a T2 only thing, because like the Open Embedded was also forked into Yocto, right? Yocto is just Open Embedded on corporate steroids. So Also wanted to ask, by the way, there was a Slovenian dude with a router, didn't make some firmware some change, and one was Yocto for some reason. 4 years ago I was web dev, I didn't understand the thing we're doing, now I'm externally refresh. Who asked you about, like, you are you affiliated with Pengutronics? Did I, or did you just works a little bit? Yeah. I mean, I didn't have complete unluck, right? I mean, we did some cool things, including UMTS base station stuff with Motorola subsidy things. I earned some good money with security appliances based on T2 Linux and even macOS virtualization. So it's not like we have been entirely unsuccessful. T2 Linux stable, the most stable. How often do I eat döner? Next to never. The last döner, I don't remember the last döner. Like I eat healthy. I cook myself. Maybe the last döner I might potentially, so I probably have for 10 years not eaten a döner, except maybe I've eaten one 2 years ago when I picked up the Spark station in Cologne. Was that a döner? Maybe it was a döner. Maybe if I've eaten one döner in 10 years, that was probably super important information. What I don't think René is plugged into what others are doing to have done that. What I could have sent them something with business. Using T2 döner is low-key really healthy. It's only that it's a lot of calories, a lot of greenery in there. Yeah, I mean döner is more healthy than other junk food, yes. T2, YouTube comment, T2 is pretty lightweight. I'm not affiliated with anything, it's just related to dumb dev, that's it. And you really clank wipe that website. T2 can be pretty lightweight, T2 can be lightweight or it can be KDE Plasma or GNOME, right? Like, so it's, or build Chromium, so T2 can be as lightweight as you want to make it. You practically live off döner. Lucky you, like I need to live off of muesli because we had only one super thank you today. Not even a new, subscription. Subscribe with Prime. Here, look, we had one super thank and one subscription. That covers the muesli for today. Just thought, you who hates AI social problems so much, you know that there's actually a way to detect generated content. It would put link into here. Got things, can noise things, yep. So, things. Which include, where was even, okay, OCR manager. Look, we wasted a lot of time talking with the community. So OCR manager things, okay, that just including that one. OCR manager, what's including that one? Tesseract C API. Look, maybe we could just dump this header in here and build it with optional support. So it would be another. Does it even link with the how large would C API and is it freestanding? Test base API thing. How much more stuff does it want? Base API thingy thing of not declared. Where is it all in? Process image, is it all in? how we artificial undefined to OCR manager instant things of what was the name? Spectacularly failing. OCR manager instance. Wait, it's probably image processed. Which one is that? Undefined reference to undefined static metadata object. Qt private in function to OCR manager undefined is available. What did I change? Class is available. Initialize tesseract null PTR. How many lines are this? It's not too many, just patch them away. Also even SED them away. Oh shit, my batteries also need. Just when I plug in the charging cable, it turned off. So this shouldn't be that difficult to patch away, but why? I mean, alternatively, where's even the symbol lookup thing? Alternatively, we could add all of those as placeholder things in. Maybe I should quickly check. stream, couldn't find things. Oh, that didn't have an optional dependency yet. I think that's just a poorly built marginality. No? Oh, also we could test one thing, is how compact is this API thing. What's the latest version? 5.5? C API. Does it include other things? So it's quite a bit of stuff. Okay, I don't wanna. Okay, idea scratch. This is, by the way, how much you can bloat a screenshot utility, right? And adding features that very few people ever ask for that. Oops, wrong. It's a nice feature, just the way they edit. I mean, the way they edit it is how, like, that's basically the way open source stuff always edits this. I mean, you could actually, they even went a little bit further of optionally, like most things just statically link something. They actually already went one step further of dynamically symbol looking that up. That's basically how open source stuff always does it. I mean, it's already better than most open source always does it, but it's like. But also, like, there should be a plugin that can be installed just separately. Yeah, build-wise, it's. Yeah. I mean, for other distributions of just building everything, it's kind of okay. Just for us of building a more minimal thing, it's. Would it still fail? Oh, Gear. Probably Gear. Oh yeah, we can. Yes, we always need this. What else is left? Voila true, if not toolchain, voila true, and the stuff of. Arch catch it included by default. You don't have to install Telegram separately, so maybe they. No, they just built it with that. Like so, in a all binary build thing, you can pre-build it with that thing, right? And then you have the resulting binary that works with or without that. But that's just not the way T2 builds. I mean, we could wire that up of. Fixing something, adding. Yeah, we always fix and stuff. Selling AI shovels reach $1 billion valuation is crazy. As I'm not news pro. What should I? Yes. We ship KD Plasma by default and XFCE. T2 is increasingly suited for normal people, especially soon. Soon, hopefully, this is summer, like just a month or two away, we will ship binary updates. The only missing thing is binary updates, right? And then T2 will be even more amazing than most other Linux distributions. Did you know that we collect here super things and things? Right, can't pause this apparently often enough. Why does this fail? OC or manager thing. Why does this undefined to instance? Why does this not build? Or did I comment that away? Oh, yeah, they had this also differently. They had this snake or camel or whatever. Oh, it's this called camel case, right? Did I patch that to? Oh, or do we still have? No. So the Tesseract and optional. And then package. Unless oh no, but here we don't. Here, because here we comment this out. Oh, I'm so stupid. Here, at the end of everything. The titles of the streams, the stream titles, or which title? And like, just like, look how amazing all of this is. Like, oh, it's even running. Like, I'm actually wasting resources. What did I even use for title things here of things? Here's a guy who built this titles. Here's the title. Yes, that title. That is just web dev, browser communications, slowly things. Okay, there is still some spectacle, not spectacularly amazing. Spectacle things. Not patched that away yet. RTL iterator next. Of course. Let's patch that too. What do we have here? Process image thing. I'm trying this. Not trying this. Just one forgotten? Return type things of 530 things. Return folds of things. And just like this, we link it. 53553. Too much Lua. So trap. Maybe I was faster than AI and didn't even try. Like, I wasted here hours of randomly yolling and talking and things and making a coffee. I've still won. I didn't even try to win. I was so hoping you sent me a patch. Can we test spectacularly oric thing of OCR manager oric thing? Because then we have one file of that. Here, probably, hopefully. And then move if I had the fast aim, I would have completed quicker. Looks done. Let me see the result. Package installed Tesseract. Typo. Tesseract. Var append conf dir opt Tesseract div. Yeah, I can never have too many dependencies. Tesseract. So then, things incompatible, things spectacle, things of Tesseract, checking for no package, things required. You did something wrong. Maybe just mistyped some patch. What did I do there? Package installed or a conf opt. Nobody's screaming at me. So then, just like this, each day and every day we get a new follower, subscriber, and the most amazing Linux. Web dev things. Look, Mom, we built spectacular, spectacular spectacle. Oh wait, did I what? Okay, I touched this accidentally. Okay, so then guess we can ship it. We did we updated Rust, data updated Rockham. We fixed spectacle to build without Tesseract, and by the way, is there probably eventually new version of Linux things? Yeah, theoretically we need to benchmark that our stuff is eventually the fastest. 3D Mark Pop OS, what you doing? Yeah, theoretically we would need to run our own benchmark. I just don't really want to run benchmark with other OS. I don't even want to touch other OS to install them. New patch, let's see what can Clinker do these days. It did this Tesseract things, bool found, define if found, OCR. Okay, that's actually not too bad. I wonder if this is more there. Okay, that could potentially work more than the first patch. Just in the meantime, I did it myself. Page forward. Hook it. Why do they do, like, that's the thing with AI, right? AI, sure, this is the cheapest free-ish model or whatever. It's just not as minimal, right? It's always randomly, verbosely excessive of handle things. I mean, if this patch, what is it? Oh, this is removing this again. They manually, yeah, okay. So this relies on not wiring this up in the CMake, but I mean, yeah, it's something. It's not clean nor complete. because here if is bool tesseract. But that's actually no, they set this here. If they set this here, why does AI do it in desk then? Yeah, but that's the thing, right? 10x senior engineer looks in this, it's like, why this, why that? It's like, but yeah, it did, in the end it did something, like that has at least more of a chance to work. I give it that. I commented just out. Yeah, if you'd upstream, if someone wanted to upstream this, like this would, instead, yeah, I mean, I did F0 mostly. So to fully upstream this is something that would be necessary, but that's still a little bit too. Just told it to solve the problem. Could have told it to be more. Would just create skill file, give advice directory. If you would things create skill file to give general advice things. Yeah, I'm only saying I only reviewed this. I mean, at least the second attempt has more of a chance to work. Highly appreciate you keeping us up to date. Was it a full? Yes, this was a full recompress. Okay, then we can spectacle. Just like this, that's committed, and let's boot it to see if screenshot utility works. I mean, you know what we could have done. We better use another. We have some team access. Let's. I only do this in case I log in, right? Like for most tests, I don't. Better if as perf thing. What the fuck? Oh, here how we can what? Good there's things Steam. Yeah, this can someone like this here? Someone should wipe code away. Populate cache leaves is. This is not a 3D vcache thing. This happened already with 799. Yeah, totally. The question is, do we need to? So you're saying, are you saying we should add a? By the way, where is Last Miles? Is he still like online or? Can you close your eyes and like, oh, he's still online, but maybe only with streaming videos with 16 people watching video things. Okay, he probably fall asleep. So let's test Jane's screenshot utility. Things of drag things here. Look. A screenshot with all the OCR things here. Here's a future here. Things. Amazing. I guess no, we can ship it, right? Wait, where is... Ah, yeah, is... Oh, wait, where is... Wait, what? Why is here not this cover? Huh? What was it? Plasma... Distro? Did we... what? Shit, I should not have exited that. Yep. Spectacular OCR-less high performance OCR-less spectacle. Also spectators can watch without OCRing. So okay, there it is. Why was it missing? Did I boot the... Or maybe I just... Oh wait, maybe I just booted the wrong... Did I accidentally boot the wrong... Okay, anyway, things works, I guess. Ship it, right? Ship it while it's stuff. Spectacular. Hey, most popular Steam. I'm impressed that Thankfully Discover didn't need GTQT rep engine. That's certainly welcome. So amazing. Look how everything comes together. I like when a plan comes together, right? You too? We could theoretically go through some dozens of random things here. Also, I think this is slow because load 45 is... this arm thing is 26x. Okay, amazing. Good evening and good night. So, I guess we ship it soon. Okay, the story. And look what I can do now. Look, I can, okay, you don't even see that here. I can click here. Video capture, screen capture things. Look, I can here. I can click here. Ah, the future. The future. And my OBS preview stays there. Can we... Thank you, Wipe Coding PHP developer, of showing C++ things. .NET 10 SDK package. Is there something I can help with? Is .NET 10 SDK package? I have no idea. Maybe not also focus. Surely, package always welcome, right? Okay, let's move that. Can we like undo? Like, does it have edit, undo, transform? Ah, here. Can we, what can it do more? Edit, undo, unmute, make more, no, lock. Here, pixel perfect undo. Yay. Because just like this, we can here, alright, I probably have Emacs installed, right? Look at this, the future, the future. Are you looking? serve www things of downloady things of 26 actually. Here, and then you could do things like this here. Look, like this you could, like here. Is that not amazing? Here's the future. Look how everything comes together. If that ain't the future of desktop computing, AI-less desktop computing. www things of downloady things, and then I think we just move that to things. Yeah, can you close your eyes? I mistyped you some. And then we call this figs, because 6 is better than 5. And then here we can figs template things of HTML mode for professionals. Colors. So here template things title. Here we have title figs 25 5 things 26 5 things. What is our working title? Church of Emacs. I always was a Church of Emacs. I only disguised myself as a... Guess why I didn't until recently learn advanced Vim movements. Because I always was a member of Emacs Church things. But hey, we lost another... Lost? I never was in... Not lost. You can be member in 2 churches. The Church of VI and the Church of Emacs. But of course you shall only be member of the church. Actually, wait a second. You shall only be member of the Church of T2 Linux. So, what's our working title? Anyone? How about Ling for reasons. Church of T2 Linux. So Ling, we can also make this Chinese glyph things. I guess we want a new screenshot. You always like... I think this release deserves a new screenshot with app stream flatpak things of... I press this too much, I think. Things. This release continues to polish our flagship KDE Plasma desktop. Now it's out of the box Flatpak and discover app store integration and support for more RISC architectures. For the first time, consistently fully reproducible cross-compiled modern variant things is delivered not only to things to Musel LVM things based build and more RISC machines such as DEC Alpha and SGI MIP64. If that ain't a thing, I don't know what is. Then also this is a placeholder. If this joke doesn't click with you, sure. The motorbike, yeah, thank goodness we subsidize oil so people internal combustion engines can make vroom. Picture bug things Bugzilla. How about picking a bug from Bugzilla Linux and fixing high priority one? You'll likely get more users and things viewing your Linux distro. No. The Linux Foundation has, first of all, we have usually the best fixes and stuff. I'm still not getting that here really. I'm not liking that. And also, one thing I'm not liking, which I thankfully can change, is I think they had a setting somewhere for things on primary thing of enabled primary. Workspacey things for switch things when slide things of task switcher. Show on primary. I think this will make my life easier. But I'm still not really in love with this thing here. Also, where's my bloody... Or did I close it? Or maybe I closed it. Oh, holy shit, maybe I closed it. Oops. There. What did I wanted to open? We pay extra via CO2 tax, spend olive oil, subsidizing. We pay extra wire. I mean, did they not increase this by some 17 cents? What is like diesel? Like what is this? I didn't guess up in months because I work to like here. I walk to the like make walking to office great again. What is the German diesel price right now? Because eventually we will run out of the last drop of olive oil in our diesel tank. Things, yeah, give me Potsdam, like just give me hop, 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 faster. Do I really need to? Every service sucks. Can you not just give me? Why is this shit not loading? Cannot make this shit up. My internet working? Hello? 0 frames though. Maybe they should switch to T2 Linux server things. Zusatzgebühr für Solaranlagenbesitzer. Are you bloody kidding me? People order Apple Car. Maybe don't try rocket science when you're not like. Maybe don't try wipe coding rocket science. No, they I'm sure they decrease what is the name even? Kraftstoffsteuer things by 17% since a month already? Also, this shit is not loading. What's your website doing? Your website is clearly not running off of a T2 server with T2 load balancing on a T2 system. Okay, diese Preis aktuell here. I want to know. I need to like just pull him, yes. Yeah, I mean if this bloody website would work. Tankpreise here. Maybe this shit works. Günstig. Wait, this is the current? I thought we have wars. Durchschnittspreise. Is it so much cheaper again? Hey, we can guess our diesel car up again. Okay, so 1.8 TDE. 1.8. We have 2 liter. We need to burn the last diesel efficiently. So to 1.9. Need 140 horsepower, man. Turbocharged. Totally environmentally most friendly clean diesel. So yes, I'm saving for an electric car, but you're not donating enough. Need to pollute environment longer. So for the first time, things constantly fully reproducible, cross-compiled, modern Wayland based, and delivered not only things The thing is, out of the box, like discover, App Store integration and support for more risk architectures. Latest things, Penfrost and support was significantly improved too. Reproducible modern systems spanning mainstream and risk architectures, cutting edge KDE things, long-standing cross-compiling support. So right is I mean, that's nearly the same text that we had before. I guess some things we can basically always repeat. Is any one of you wanting to improve here? Available? What? Available? Okay, maybe we should mention here. This tutorial continues to polish our flagship T2 Plasma desktop integration now with out-of-the-box Flatpak and discover App Store integration. Okay, we have this here. And support for things for the first time and consistently for everything. Not only on x86 glibc but also on things probably a little bit long and stuff, but we probably should mention early somewhere. If someone wants to polish this, please send patches. Hundreds of new. So we have here Flatpak integration. So fan is so here. Look, we can switch. It's a future. Oh, like it's actually building. The fan is so quiet. Actually, I wanted to like Mohammed Bana. Are you still here? Maybe not. Because if you were here. Actually, I got distracted, got overwhelmed by spectacularly working features. Yeah, if someone wants, like, I mean, sure, we could copy and paste the whole text into ChatGPT and tell us professionalize for make no mistakes or you will be fired. Professionalize for outstanding Fortune 500 OS really things. Why does this not load? Do we have here some internet issue? Things, because if you were here, you would know already that we hear viral video things.
Skeleton example that
by the videos of kernel development things. Mohammed. Arrow try again. Like I hate arrow try again. Why is pasting stuff so difficult? Oh. Close the wrong thing again. So that's it for today. I have some other things to do. I'm also extremely tired because somehow I work too much. Pro tip: don't work 2 jobs for decades. That's not healthy. Yeah, if you have any, like, yeah, don't delay test and stuff. Oh, by the way, did we arsync this, right? DL things of incoming. Don't delete tests and patches and best patronage and stuff. Share, like, subscribe. That probably was updated today when I arsynced that here, right? I missed today's streams. Have a nice weekend. Yeah, we'll probably see us this weekend. Because we have stuff to do every day. Add num ever dynamic high performance Python things and how much did nothing phone charge while we were? Did you also use T2 on your other? Which other do you also use T2 on your which other work? I only work T2. Shall only have one. You shall have no OS next to T2. It only does everything. I see like work here. Here I work 2 jobs. 40 hours my company, 40 hours. I only work with. I thought other. It's like yes. My management employment here, this here, running my own open source and closed things. This one here, this is like my trying to sell this to Volkswagen and Sony and stuff, right? So, living the dream of working each day, every day. Switching my family to Linux. It's happening. Things. Yep, thank goodness. That's also why, I mean, yeah, we're a little bit late. We're a little bit late. We should have reached market penetration decades ago, but better late than never. That's also why I doubled down so much on making all of this work, because like if it's not now, then it will be never, and that would be a shame for 25 plus. Need to get German government. Yes, next Discord limited user things is limited users for members. Did you ever remember Discord is for supporters? So if you support us somewhere. Yep, my family is also running T2 Linux already. Yeah, if you support us somewhere, we're happy to welcome you to our tiny little Discord circle things, because you see that's just a full-time job. Yeah, we need next. So next we need binary updates. Like it's increasingly amazing, right? So now that stream is running. Did we get Discord running? It should just work. You should just be able to click on Discord. Yes. Yes, you should be. Okay, we need some screenshot. Okay, now I need to upgrade my Steam Deck again, aka swapping in this root FS. That's all I need to do to upgrade my Steam Deck. Amazing, right? Make some screenshots with Discover running. If you have ideas for better website things there, let me know. In some months we should also ship some T2 unique best background things, but that's too much. Like I'm not touching this even more. Discord role for being UT. Of course, I just wasn't sure whether you got this recently gifted. Or let me. The thing is, can I? How do I get a? Best drop me an email because I can. Can I? I think YouTube removed the direct messaging stuff years ago, right? So I probably cannot directly message you. So basically, drop me an email with I'm the one from YouTube with things, if that's okay. Yeah, just like this, we are 550 build steps, 51 from ARM away. I better go do some other things. It's already late-ish. Look, mom, no AI. Yes, exactly. Yeah, theoretically we could still have some code name. What was the other? I'm still like, this is code names. Like, dude, that's so pointless. Yeah, I need to reboot here for screenshot. So if you want to help with anything, send patches, even with documentation. If you're good in English and marketing text and stuff. Who is it? Is this a guy with... Is this just some new game, or is this guy with... Forza Horizon Figs. There's this guy with engine sound, like some YouTuber with his... Good at marketing, professional, great videos, more than happy to do something. 42. Yeah, videos is difficult to collaborate due to the sheer size of sharing video project things, right? Good at making professional, great videos. Yeah, I mean, if you have the ideas how we can, which programs do you use? Adobe, Apple, open source. Where did we add code name? Look, mom, nothing to see. Probably not finding that right. Yeah, code name not important. If you have something good, let me know. And just like this, it's amazing. I mean, look what we done. I mean, PTX, like neither Open Embedded nor PTX test can do that. I mean, at least what I've seen there, PTX is very minimal embedded stuff. Like, and we built like all of KDE and Wine and stuff with ease, right? So next, I actually need to change here this direct scan out stuff of not flickering until Monday. So that's it for today. Long story short. Quick question: can I throw this release on the PS3? So PS3 has way too little memory. So basically, this systemd based release is probably not well suited for PS3. Theoretically, they have all the patches, but in practice, you have too little memory. Basically, best use a classic T2 release that is more optimized with system sys5 init. We need to think how in the future we can have maybe one build with both init systems. Because, yeah, with systemd, it's not running any snappy or booting at all on low memory systems like those. But yeah, do you have an old T2 release on your P3 already? Or did you wait on new release for kinda sluggish on PS3? Would rather use lighter one with, yeah, that's, or like even Window Maker and stuff, which like when PS3 was new, KDE3 did run relatively okay on that, right? Which is TikTok EN first things tokenizer for OpenAI models and cache things. Something new project. Yeah, basically, I mean, I think someone tried. It probably does not just work due to memory. Basically, the older release here is I think the last fully more amazing is probably this one. Power PC 6432. Yeah, this is probably what you wanna use. Not that I personally tested this. I mean, since then we have better kernel patches. So even, yeah, I mean, yeah, a year ago. We could quickly pull in Andres. Is Andre even here? Okay, look how beautifully T2 builds. Like, if that ain't the future, I also don't know what is. Of course, then we could T2 cleaner things of things of spectacle things of things. Yeah, thanks for that. Wait, was there not like a was that the only one? I thought I had seen there a new. Was there not? Did you not had a here update? This Netle. Always in this such stuff we need to be careful. Not that this breaks something, right? With 3.4. That's always a thing, right? With these major versions. We have been in the past not careful enough and too often broke something. And thank you for this contribution. So T2. I really mistype. Like what do I want to, what does my brain fingers, what do they want to type? Yeah, just like this. Hey, only 3.5 hours for all this stuff. That's actually not too bad. You deleted that? Okay. I thought I saw there something else. Fair enough. Take token of. What do we have here? Things, PG, things. Is this the right maintainer? I mean like that. Amazing, thank you so much. Oh wait, what? That's still building. Okay, that's still building. Amazing. Let's see who I are right. Let's see who's online to rate you too. I guess Last Miles is still sleeping, but let's see. And thanks for tuning in, for all the support, and see you next time. And I hope you enjoyed this, learned something.
Threads for freedom's sake. Been